convenience. Now we are going to learn about the Kepler laws. In this Kepler laws, there are three: law of orbit, law of areas, and law of periods. Law of orbits, law of areas, and law of periods. So, as we know that all planets move in a elliptical orbit with some situated at end of the foci. For example, he stated this law of orbit law in a elliptical orbit. Elliptical orbit. See here, focus is a singular, foci is a plural. Foci or foci, as it is a noun, we can pronounce it anyway, foci or foci. So the first, according to the first law of orbits, all planets move in an elliptical orbit, with the sun situated in one end of the foci. So this is the given by the first law given by the Kepler. And second law is law of areas. The line join any planet to the sun. The line join. See, this is the line. Join any planet to the sun. Sweeps like this. Sweeps equal areas in equal intervals of the time. Equal areas in equal intervals of the time. That is the last areas. Now, law of periods. The square of the time period of one revolution of a planet. The square of the time period of one revolution of the planet is proportional to cube of the semi-major axis. Here there are the two types of axis, major and minor. So it is always directly proportional to the semi-major axis. These are the three laws given by the Kepler in the gravitation. Now coming to the capital G. As you know that what is the capital G? Capital G is nothing but a universal law of gravitation. Capital G is nothing but a universal law of gravitation. So as you know that a big great law, every body in the universe attracts each and every other body with a force which is directly proportional to product of their masses. So let M1, M2 be the masses, which is directly proportional to force is directly proportional to product of their masses, and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. And inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. D is the distance. The square means D square. Inverse means that a distance I have written in the denominator place. So this is the law given by the gravity. Sorry, it is a law of universal gravitation. So capital G. Universal law of gravitation. Again, I'm repeating, every body in the universe attracts each and every other body, which is directly proportional product of their masses, and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Now, from these 1 and 2, F is proportional to M1, M2 by D square. F is proportional to M1, M2 by D square. According to the mathematical calculation, F is equal to G into M1, M2 by D square. So on doing cross multiplication, F d square is equal to G into M1, M2. F d square is equal to G into M1, M2. What is our final motto? We have to calculate G. So keep the G here right side. So F d square by M1, M2. F d square by M1, M2. This is the law of gravitation, universal law of gravitation. Z is equal to F d square by M1, M2. Okay, and here, according to kinematics and dynamics, as we know, and the law of motions, small g is there and capital G is there. Small g is nothing but acceleration due to gravity, and capital G is nothing but a law of gravitational constant. Small g value is always constant, 9.8 meters per second square, whereas this capital G value is 6.67 into 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. Again, I'm telling this is also constant. Capital G is equal to 6.67 into 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. Here we have to find out the problem on calculating the G. Okay, so here the dimensions of capital G. Let us consider. Capital G is equal to F d square. D or R? See, in some textbooks, in the place of D, they have given us the R. R is also the distance. We have to consider as a distance. By M1, M2. That is equal to, so what are the dimensional value of a force? ML T power minus 2. So units and dimensions already we have learned in the 10th class, and also the +1 means intermediate first year, into d square. D means length, radius. Okay. So L square. Dimension formula of d, distance is L. D square means L square, by M1, M2, product of masses. So capital mass M. So M into M. How much? M square. M into M, M square. That is equal to capital G is equal to the dimension formula is given as M inverse L cube T power minus 2. M inverse L cube T power minus 2. This is the dimensional formula of gravitation.